The items you will need for this tutorial are acoustic guitar, cable, and guitar chords. These are the guitar chords that this song will be using: E minor, G, D, and C.
I will show you a little bit on how to read guitar tabs. A guitar tab has 6 lines. Each line represents a string on your guitar. The bottom line is the top string on your guitar, and the top line is your bottom string on the guitar. The name of the chords are displayed on the top of the lines: E minor, G. Each chord is separated by a measure before the next chord starts. You read the guitar tab from left to right just like you read a book. The numbers on the string are the fret position that your left hand fingers should be pinching while playing that note. If the number is 0, then you leave that string open while playing that string. So for example, if we hold the E minor chord, then this note on the top string, we play the open note. While this note that has a number 2 means that we pinch the second string on the second fret while playing that string. So second string, second fret, which is already holding by the E minor chord, and we play that string. Since this is a finger picking song, I will show you how I position my fingers and which guitar strings are played with which finger. The first top guitar strings are played by my thumb. Then the last bottom guitar strings are played with, respectively, this string is played by my index finger. So I pluck up for these bottom 3 strings. Then the next string will be played by my ring finger. Then the last string will be played by my ring finger. So let's try to play the first measure, which is the E minor, and see how it sounds like. Remember that we are reading from left to right, and whichever notes come next, that's the note that we play. So let's begin. So that completes the first measure of E minor. Let's try it again. Alright, so basically that's how you read guitar tabs. There are a couple of notes here that on my guitar tab I put some notes here, so I'll explain those to you. But let's come back to the song, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about some other important stuff that you need to know. So this song has a bass pattern that kind of go like this. Okay, and there is a melody that kind of go like this. So when you add the 2 patterns together, the bass and the melody, you will be making a pattern that sounds like this. Okay, then while you're playing the chord, from chord to chord in each measure, sometimes you will have a bass transition, and it will sound like this. That that's one. Let's do it again. Then there's another one that sounds like this. And there is a special note in there that I will demonstrate of how that's being achieved. Then there is another transition that goes like this. Okay. Those are the only 3 transitions in this song. On some of the transitions, I have a parenthesis around the note. So that indicates optional. You don't have to play that. But it would sound nice if you can achieve the note. If you're not quick enough, then you don't have to play that note. It's pretty complicated. So usually that optional note is in the transition. So for example, in this transition here, the bass note moves like that, but the treble note is the same note under it, and it's played right after the transition bass note. So it would sound like, nope, it would sound like, okay, so again, but if you don't play that extra note, it would just have the bass. And then the other transition where it has the H is a hammer-on note. So if you see an H with the note, that means that you play the first note. In this case, it would be open, and then the fret number 2 will be hammer-on. So you will play it like this, and you just hammer on with your finger without plucking that note. So that's a hammer-on note. One last thing I want to mention, and then we'll get started. I know it's getting boring. We want to get right to the song, but it's very important to have these understandings first. With your capo, if you play without a capo, your guitar fret begins here, your neck. So this is your first bar or first fret, second fret, third fret. So when you hold your chord here, and when you read the guitar tab on the fret, that depends on where you're going to put your capo. So if you have no capo, your fret bars begins with 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. Wherever you capo, let's say I capo here, then this is where the first fret is, second fret, third fret. So it doesn't count up here anymore. It counts from here. So this will be first bar or fret, second, third, fourth. So in this song, we're going to eventually fret or bar with the capo at 7 frets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right here. We leave the capo here. Now when we hold the E minor or whichever chord it is, we're going to be counting 1 here for the first fret, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth. Alright, let's get right to the song. I'm going to play the introduction slow without a capo, so that if you don't have a capo, you can follow along and see how the song is played, and also hear without the capo. Later on, I will have the capo on fret 7, and then we'll see how that is played and how it sounds. Okay, we're going to go really slow now for beginners. Now I put the capo on fret number 7, and we're going to play the introduction.